Hello everyone, hope you've been doing well. Welcome to this Headhunt tier list video. Let's get started. Yeah, the meta is extremely restricted right now, so the list isn't very long. S tier is basically, you can probably tell, but like S tier are the best units. A tier are like you can play them like S tier. You can pick them almost every game, I would say. Aside from Ace. Ace you can pick every game, but he's so strong when you can pick him that his place in S tier is warranted. A tier you can pick fairly often. B tier, nah. They're niche. Some of them you don't really need any of them realistically. It's just if you like them or like if you like them you can play them, and then sometimes they're actually nice to have. And then C tier, they're pretty much useless right now. Yeah. So yeah, the list isn't very long. It is what it is. Now, yeah, like there isn't much to explain here realistically. I just wanna say, I see, like right now, LRK is really good because of Ilinav, but like LRK, Dilibet, Solitaria, like if we are talking future proof, I think they're a bit lower than Ace and Tywin. Like right now, they're just as strong, if not stronger, depending on the scenario. But LRK, like LRK, if Ilinav is banned, is almost unpickable, for instance. Like if you don't have Ilinav, LRK is really awkward to draft. Because you're weak to Gala, you're weak to you're extremely weak to Genoa, you're weak to PBK, you're weak to like everything in the game basically. Like being real, like having to AoE, being forced to do an AoE nuke to like actually be useful, like his entire team, his entire kit is the AoE nuke. Yeah, it's very restricting in a way. Like it's weak to Senya, it's weak to he's weak to Ace 2, he's weak to a lot of stuff. So right now he's really strong, especially like he's really strong because of Ilinav. He's really strong because Solitaria is so often picked. He's really strong because Dilibet is very often picked. He's really strong because what's her name? RCT is fairly often picked as well. But if Ilinav ever stop, like if we get a counter to Ilinav, which I really hope we do because she isn't okay, he's dead. Like he's basically dead. And then Tywin becomes the best knight by far again. And he's already really strong right now still. So yeah. Solitaria, she's kind of like she's only here because of plan. But like surely Smilegate won't let the game be Solitaria third pick every game for like for like 6 months. So yeah. Hopefully it's gonna change soon, and then Solitaria is gonna drop down to being useless. But for now, yeah, because of Flan, she's S tier. If Flan isn't in the game, she's useless as fuck. And Dilibet, like she's a very strong nuker. She's just a strong unit overall, but it's kind of the same. Like she's here because Solitaria is here. She's here because of RCT. If those units aren't here, like you won't really draft her that much. Like, again, she's good. Like her kit is okay. It's not insane, but like it's okay. It's just having to AoE. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Having to AoE, like Genoa is still a unit. Genoa still exists. Senya still exists. Like if you just like having a huge like if you don't S3 with Dilibet, she's completely useless, right? So you really want to S3 to like for her to be useful. And if your opponent just like if there's no Ilinav in the game and your opponent just go like Senya, Genoa, stuff like that, you're not gonna have a good time at all. So yeah. So this is like yeah, this is like more future proof in my opinion. But like for given the current like with the current like if we're just talking about the current meta, this is the S tier in my opinion. A tier, I don't know if Schnell or whatever his name is gonna change much for DDR. He's a hard counter, yes. Like, yes. But the issue with hard counters is that like you don't want to pick Schnell on 3. Like let's be realistic here, you don't really want to pick Schnell on 3. And like no one really picks DDR early anymore. So realistically your opponent's gonna go DDR late. Like let's say they go DDR on 4, and then you're like, okay, then I'm going Schnell, and then what? Like you have Schnell, they have DDR, so you have one counter to DDR. They have DDR. Do you ban it? Do they ban Schnell? Just flipping the ban? Like, it's not that useful overall. Like, it's better to just pick something else commit to banning DDR than pick, like, because you don't really wanna pick two counters, because Schnell's entire kit is countering DDR. Like, that's all he does. Like, he's completely useless outside of that. So you don't wanna pick a unit that does absolutely nothing aside from countering DDR and a second DDR counter, like, just overkill. Because then you're basically playing 3v3, so it's not that useful. Or like 2.4, 2.5 v3 versus 3. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe I'll show my builds real quick. I'll just show a S tier and A tier. So who do we have? Ace. He's on immunity right now. Like everything I have is on immunity because I don't pre-ban flan. And if you don't pre-ban flan, you already want immunity. It's also really good against RCT, so yeah, quite nice. So Ace, nothing special, nothing has changed. Tywin is the only one not on immunity. But I think it's fine because like if you play against RCT again, like if Flan is Ryu, she's gonna proc this anyway, so you won't get defense broken. And if you play against RCT, like my entire team has immunity aside from him. So if she decides to just S1, then like she's forced to S3 basically. Because if she just S1, I'm gonna proc this, I'm gonna get my rage buff, and then I'm gonna S3, and then I'm gonna win the game. So at least I force her to S3 first turn. So yeah, I nerfed him a bit because I gave his gear to a bit of his gear to LRK. So yeah, at Tywin no immunity is fine, but everything else needs immunity. LRK. Nothing special. I'd like to have a bit more HP, but like my gear is kinda bad, so like 10 HP on boots, come on man. Okay, Soli. Immunity as well, everything is immunity. Speed and effectiveness don't matter that much. Like at least I think 100 effectiveness is really nice to have, but like that's it. And for speed, like I think 240 plus is fine. Like I just gave her highest gear score, so like she's fast for no particular reason, but yeah. Debate, immunity as well. You do want her, like you don't want a full damage, I mean, she wants damage obviously, but you do want some bulk on her. Like it's, like she really needs to survive, she gets focused a lot. And then DDR, nothing special. Still the same. Like I'll probably give his gear to someone else, like his gear is kinda good. And like I don't really draft him much anymore. He's really awkward to draft because of Dilibet, so yeah. Like you go DDR, like you really can't draft DDR early anymore. Like I cannot stress this enough. You go DDR early, your opponent's gonna go like, if RCT isn't open, they're just gonna go Cilias, Cilias Dilibet, and you're dead. So yeah, don't do that. And then Ruel. For Artifact, I don't. You can make her slower. I don't think her speed matters all that much. And for Artifact, I think everything sucks on her. Like I'll be honest, I tried Water's Origin, I tried Ice Crystal, I tried this thing, I tried Idol's Cheers. Nothing feels particularly good because it's gonna change from game to game. Sometimes she's gonna get focused, sometimes she won't, sometimes your opponent is gonna have AoE, sometimes they won't. Yeah, like you can do whatever you want basically. This is good for arena defense though. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it. And yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, let's send down the tier list. Right. So that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. Peace.